of people have really come together over that list. That's one of the most important reasons why we have to win the presidency. If we don't, it's going to be a whole different country. And by the way, these judges are all pro-life. We will restore respect for people of faith who dutifully raise their children, follow our laws and rules, and we have to really take care of our neighbors, because right now our neighbors are not being taken care of. We have to restore the rule of law on our border, in our government, no matter where it is. It has to be restored. And by the way, we have to pay great respect to our police and law enforcement in this country. Believe me, they're not being treated properly. So all of this includes tough new ethics rules to restore dignity to the office of the Secretary of State, which it hasn't had in a while, folks. Among being the worst deal makers I have ever seen. If you look at the Iran deal, truly one of the worst deals I've ever seen negotiated. We will protect the right of churches to speak their minds on political matters free from intimidation. New immigration controls to keep us safe from radical Islamic terrorism. Here is what Hillary Clinton would do to our country. She'll appoint radical judges who will legislate from the bench, overriding Congress, and I'll tell you, the will of the people will mean nothing, nothing. Her judges will abolish the Second Amendment and destroy the rule of law. She wants to abolish the Second Amendment. And I will tell you, the National Rifle Association, the NRA, 2 weeks ago endorsed Donald Trump, so I think you're happy. And I think it's the earliest endorsement they've ever given to a presidential candidate, so I was very honored. They're great people, great people. She will keep Obamacare in place, which puts medical decisions in the hands of government. Not good. Obamacare, we will repeal and replace. She'll restrict religious freedom with government mandates. She'll push for federal funding of abortion on demand up until the moment of birth, which is where she is, as you know. She will undermine the wages of working people with uncontrolled immigration, creating poverty and income insecurity. Hillary Clinton's Wall Street agenda will crush working families. She'll put bureaucrats, not parents, in charge of our lives, and our children's education can't have it. She'll be trapping kids in failing schools. She'll plunge our inner cities into even deeper poverty, if that's possible. Hillary's agenda of taxation, and she wants to raise your taxes big league, folks, big league. Get used to it, hear it. She wants to raise your taxes tremendously. Regulation, bureaucracy, government control, and open borders have economically destroyed our inner cities. Her policies will be a crushing blow to all poor people in this country. Her education policies, her economic policies, her immigration policies, and her trade policies will plunge our poor African American Hispanic communities into turmoil and even worse, despair. Believe me, you look at what's going on. The Democrat Party has run the school boards and the police departments and the city councils and the mayor's offices in most of our inner cities, almost all of our inner cities. They've run congressional offices. They've horribly failed in almost every single community. In fact, you could actually say in every community. I'm going to turn things around. Hillary Clinton has totally jeopardized national security by putting her emails on a private server, all to hide her corrupt dealings. This is the reason she did it, folks. It's to hide her corrupt dealings. She's now under criminal investigation. That was announced yesterday by the White House. I mean, it's criminal investigation. First time ever, by the way, a president of the United States endorsed somebody under criminal investigation. Interesting. She even appointed to the National Security Board someone with no national security experience. Instead, he was a donor, a recent donor, to Hillary Clinton's campaign, and also gave as much as $250,000 to his foundation. They all looked. They said, where did this guy come from? He made a contribution of $250,000. All of a sudden, he's on this very important and vital board. This position dealt with tactical nuclear weapons and had top secret clearance. And he knew nothing about it. Bill and Hillary made $153 million giving speeches to special interest groups since 2001. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. These donors own Hillary Clinton. They own her. And Bernie Sanders was right about that, I have to tell you. If you work, it's true. And the bottom line is, I will be working for you. I just spent $55 million running in these of my money. I don't know, not easy, but I just spent $55 million of my money running in the primaries. Other people spent many times that amount, and they didn't do so well. Okay. But I worked for you. I'm working for you. I'm doing this because I want to put back, I want to give back, I want to give back to our country. Together, friends, we will chart a new optimistic course for America. We will put America first. When you look at our deals, our military deals, our trade deals, all of the deals, we don't put America first. I don't think anybody negotiating these deals even knows anything about what they're doing, and I don't think they care about America being first. I care, and you care, and that's the way it's going to be. And that's a big, big part of why I'm challenging Hillary Clinton today to replace her support for increased refugee admissions. We have to do it for a new jobs program for our inner cities. We have to take care of the people that are here. We have to temporarily stop this whole thing with what's going on with refugees, where we don't know where they come from. But we have to take a rest. We have to take a time out. We have to use the money to take care of our poorest Americans and work with them so they can come out of this horrible situation that they're in. We will restore faith to its proper mantle in our society. That's what we have to do, and we have to do that soon. We will respect and defend Christian Americans. Christian Americans. We will give parents control over their schools. So important. We'll uphold the values our founders gave us, which we're not doing now. We will work together to rebuild and restore and lift up everyone, not a certain group, everyone, the whole country. We're going to lift up. We will make America great again for all Americans. and we'll do it together. I want to thank you this